again with another video. Hope you're doing well. Hope your life's going well. Hope this week has gone well for you, and I hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Wednesday. It is June the 25th, 2025. It is about 8:44 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I hope that y'all are having a wonderful work week, a wonderful Wednesday, and I hope it's been a productive and non-stressful week for you. As for me, I'm doing pretty good myself. I was gonna make a video yesterday, but I had a full day yesterday. I worked 11 hours. Had to stop by the local academy after work to buy some new work shoes because the ones I had, I ended up just having to throw them out. The shoes were basically tearing, and yesterday they tore to the point where the steel toe part actually literally came out of the shoe. And when I saw that little steel toe thing come out the shoe, I was like, okay, I need to make an emergency stop at Academy to go buy some new work shoes because I literally can't wear these anymore. Because it was all, they were messed up. They look bad. Okay. And so I literally just didn't have the time to make a video. And in the morning I had to catch up on the sleep, so that's why I didn't make one yesterday morning. But even though I did want to make one, but yeah. But what I want to do is just kind of show you the shoes I got. Hold up. Let me show you. So I got still kind of had the tags on them, but these are the shoes I got. See them? So these shoes here, let me do this. Okay. I got this covered so I can just put them up here really. Okay. So let me show you. So these shoes here, you see them? These are the new work shoes that I needed for work. These are Ariat brand work shoes. And the thing about these shoes is that they are steel toes, which I need for this job. And they are waterproof, which I need for this job. And there's some other things as well. Let me see. I just have the box. I would show you the box. Let me show you the box. So yeah, these are Ariat. Says tread fast H2O steel toe, dark brown boots, or I guess, well, they're actually shoes. They're work shoes. And so, I really needed these. I really needed some that were steel toe and that were waterproof, right? Because there's times where I have to do my job in the rain and nobody wants to get their feet soaked due to rain. And so I made sure they were waterproof. I made sure they had the steel toes in them. And I paid, how much did I pay? So the shoes were actually $115. And I think I paid like $124 or something like that with taxes and everything. And so they were pretty I mean, they honestly, they weren't like the most expensive shoe there, but they weren't the cheapest either. I made it a point to not buy the cheapest work shoes there, because last time I did buy a cheaper brand work boot and they ended up tearing. And if I'm being honest with you, those shoes that tore, I kept them for another several months because I glued the like the part that tore down with super glue, but after a while the super glue just wasn't working, and I kept applying the super glue, and it just was like, you know what, eventually I'm just gonna have to buy some new boots. And that's what I did. That is what I did. And so let me show you here. See, on my old shoes, this part, like right here, had tore. But I'm hoping because this has another layer of reinforcement and it's not just this straight leather, that this part doesn't like tear as fast, because this is where it tore on my old shoes, because this leather part came all the way down to here. And so I think that was a contributing factor as to why they tore so easily. So I like that it kind of has this next layer of reinforcement. I think that's, what is that, a layer of rubber? I don't think that's leather. I think that's rubber. And so, that's what I like about these. And, I tried them on in the store and everything. Walked around inside the store with them. Ended up buying them. And when I got home last night, I kind of took a walk around my apartment with them too. And they feel pretty good. They feel pretty good. They're pretty comfortable. The comfort level is about the same as my old shoes. And so I just would have to, what do you call it? Like break them in though, which means just wear them regularly until they kind of, are worn to the, I guess you can say they're worn to, they're basically adjusted to my feet, if that makes sense. So I would have to kind of break them in, but they're still pretty, they feel pretty comfortable. The couple of times I wore these, haven't worn them to work just yet. I'm gonna wear these to work today, but yeah, I'm just hoping that these shoes last longer than the ones I had before. This time I went with Ariat brand. The ones I had before were Wolverines. I had Wolverines before, and they say the top of the line work shoes are like Red Wing shoes, but I was looking for Red Wing shoes and I didn't see them in Academy. I'm not sure if Academy sells them, but I probably should have asked one of the associates in there. But as I was looking around, I actually briefly looked for Red Wing work shoes, but I didn't see them. And from my understanding, Red Wing shoes, they're like the top of the line when it comes to work shoes. From my understanding, those are those boots where you buy them, and what they say, buy once, cry once. It's kind of that type deal, because they're quite expensive, but they last a very long time. They probably last longer than these, but I'm hoping these last longer than the ones I had before, because they're more expensive. I think the Wolverines were only like $80 or something like that, and these were $115. So here I am paying $45 more. Well, with taxes it's probably more, but with the actual price I'm paying, $45 more for these. So I hope they work. I really, really do. Yeah. I haven't been shoe shopping in a while. I really don't buy shoes like that. I buy, I only really have, I'm trying to think, like three pairs of shoes that I regularly wear. So obviously I have these shoes that I have to wear to work every day. Then I have a pair of running shoes. Then I have a pair of shoes that I wear, for, casual outings or whatever. And when I'm just kind of going out and about, I have that pair of shoes. That's really it. Yeah, I got 3 pairs of shoes. I don't have some big closet full of shoes. Because the way I look at it is, what do I need that for? Like, what do I need that for? It's not like I'm going to get a chance to regularly wear all these different pairs of shoes. If you think about it, if you're someone who works a job and you wear the same type of shoes to your job every day, that particular pair of shoes is a pair of shoes you're going to wear pretty much the majority of the time that you go out. Maybe on the weekend you go out and you wear like your casual shoes. Or if you're somebody who goes to the gym regularly, you wear your athletic shoes. But the majority of shoes that are going to be on your feet are your work shoes, right? Unless you're somebody that likes to wear different types of shoes to work every day. And I guess some people do that. I didn't really think about that. See, I'm in a job where you got to have some work boots, and ain't nobody about to buy no 3, 4, 5 different pair of work boots. When you wear something like this that's designed to get dirty and, grimy and ugly and all that after a while, because these shoes are going to be disgusting looking in about 3 to 6 months, okay? That's what real work does, okay? I guarantee they gonna look a lot different than they look here. But when you wear shoes like this, like work boots, nobody's buying 4 and 5 different pairs of like work boots. So these are just my work shoes. But I guess if you're somebody who works in like a different industry where it kind of doesn't really matter. You can kind of wear different types of shoes. Although I don't really think a whole lot of people do that. Just wear like one pair of shoes to work every day. But, you know, that pair of shoes is going to be the shoes that you wear every day. And so, or at least the majority of the time you're out and about. You know, so that's just something to think about as well. You definitely want something that's durable, something that's going to last a while. You definitely don't want to buy the cheapest possible shoes either. You want something that's quality. It doesn't have to be the most expensive, but you don't want something cheap. And I learned that through firsthand experience, because my shoes tore not that long after I had them. Those shoes tore. See, I bought my other pair of boots last July, August, September. They tore after like 3 months. Yeah, they tore after 3 months, which was very unfortunate too. Yeah, but and so, yep, I had to buy this pair here. I'm hoping they last a while, and yep. So let me see if there was something else I want to talk to you all about. I'm trying to see here. Oh yeah. Another thing when you buy shoes is you have to understand that every shoe size isn't the same. And so I'll give you an example, right? These are size 11 shoes, but a size 11 shoe here isn't the same as a size 11 for another brand. And so, you know, if you're not someone who does, it's always worth it to actually try the shoe on before you buy it. You know, because some shoes I've had to buy in 11 and a half, 12s, you know, and so, yeah, it just really depends on like your foot size in relation to the shoe and how big they make their size, whatever. Because, you know, I noticed that too. Like a size 11 in another brand is actually a different size than this size. Like, they're not all exactly the same. You would think they are, but they actually aren't. So that's definitely something to consider as well. And so, yeah, these are my shoes. And so, go ahead and bring this video to a close. I will be back with probably another food review. I got some canned salmon that I was gonna review probably sometime this week, and then I'll think of some other things to do some more food reviews on. But I definitely enjoy doing those type of videos, you know, and I do read y'all's comments as well. And so, definitely gonna stay with those food reviews. And so, yeah. But anyway, I do thank y'all for watching this video. I hope that you were relaxed, and I really do hope that you stay tuned for more